Drive Angry is directed by Pete Travis and stars Nicolas Cage and Amber Heard. Amber Heard. It's about a supernatural maverick named Milton who's escaped from the depths of hell to avenge his dead daughter and rescue his baby granddaughter from a sadistic cult. Along the way, he meets Piper to join him on his rescue mission after dealing with real abuse from her boyfriend. And from there, they venture on to rescue baby Cage. When this film released, I remember it being among the few films that were trying to cash in on the whole 3D craze. You know, when 3D used to be a once in a lifetime event for limited movies where only documentaries and 45-minute shorts were the things you can only see in museums for $25 a pop. And then you may get the occasional Spy Kids 3D from time to time. And the films were actually shot in 3D, and it was indeed real 3D. Well, ever since the success of Avatar, the world went through this phase where 3D was a huge thing at the time. And so literally every single movie was being released with the option to see it in 3D. But moviegoers like myself were actually starting to notice something. These films were capping. Turned out these films were actually just as good as the 2D version, and wearing these glasses didn't really make the experience more immersive. It made you go blind. But there were some films that actually gave fans exactly what they were expecting, as those films being Drive Angry, shot in 3D. Now, back in the days of me crushing the ladies, I remember seeing this film with a former girlfriend of mine, and we actually had a kick-ass time watching this film. A big part of the fun, though, was because it was actual 3D happening, and we thought it was just such a cool thing. The opening scene lays great groundwork for kick-ass bloody action and some wild gimmicks of 3D fun. I thought Nicolas Cage was pretty badass, though not his best performance, and I thought Amber Heard was quite decent. And overall, this film is just mindless fun and quite forgettable. The only thing to leave with from watching this movie is just the action in 3D. Like, that was pretty cool. Fast forward to 2022, turned out this film was so forgettable that I actually forgot that I owned it on Blu-ray. I haven't even watched it since I bought it. And in recent events surrounding everyone's favorite actor dealing with a particular lawsuit,
my dog stepped on a bee.
I didn't even realize that she was in here. Holy cow. And yeah, I just, good luck, Aquaman. First, let me just lay out the basics revisiting this film. This movie is stupid. I mean, for Christ's sake, it's Nicolas Cage playing a demon shooting up people. This was 2000 something, like maybe 10, 11, something like that. So this was around the time where Nicolas Cage was just doing movies just because. The action is still solid. William Fincher is actually in here, and he's quite funny. He's sort of walking around like he owns the place, and he calls fat people fat fuck. He doesn't really do much in here except he just kind of tries to look menacing and stuff like that. And I mean, it doesn't really work for me. I mean, he's just kind of, I mean, his presence is not all that menacing. I've seen more menacing before, but it's just not, it's just like, okay, I guess it's just cool to see William Fincher, calling people that fuck. Billy Burke shows up as well, and he plays the villain of this satanic worshiping cult, and he talks with this very terrible Southern accent. The premise of this film is mindless, drink a beer with your buddies type of fun. It's not really meant to be taken seriously like that. At least I think. Now, as for Amber Heard, I just could not. Seeing her on screen was just cringe as fuck. I also just sort of found myself loathing the sight of her being on screen. Her character Piper is supposed to be this tough as nails, femme fatale, and you're supposed to be rooting for her and enjoying the rapport that she's building with Nicolas Cage. But being the one watching it, I just couldn't help but roll my eyes. Like, I could care less seeing her on screen. Now, you might be asking, why not just separate the art from the artist? Guys, I was trying. I'll give you guys an example. There's a scene in here where her character is being mishandled by her fiance. Okay. And watching this, I couldn't help but just not only laugh at what was happening, but root for the fiance, who's clearly in the wrong here. There are also scenes in here that do get dramatic and are moments for her character to shine, and I just couldn't help but not get invested. And I'll be honest, guys, like I'm not gonna even stunt. Like it is because of what I know she did from the trial. And it doesn't help that she isn't really that great of a performer either. Like she's maybe C plus level, actor, and she's gorgeous. But I feel like even if she was to have a scene where she stripped nude and had like the hottest sex scene in all of her beauty, I still walk away. Like I still wouldn't be paying attention to this. Now I bring all this up not to just trash her, because that's not what I'm here to do, even though she definitely deserves it, but because seeing her spring up in this movie, I just lost so much energy watching this film, because she has a lot of scenes with Kays. Like she has a lot of scenes in this movie. Like she's second billing for the film, and I just couldn't get with them. I just couldn't, and it did ruin the movie for me. Like I just have to be honest, guys. Like she would show up for 1 minute, and I would find myself walking into the next room to pour myself a drink, and I'm not even thirsty. When she's getting her hair dragged and punched in the face, like I'm actually laughing. Like you get what I'm saying? But I will say this: her performance, look, it's C level. Okay, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's like extremely surface level and one dimensional. Like literally anybody could have played Piper. And after watching this film, knowing that she's like co-starring it and stuff, like I just know I'm not gonna enjoy Aquaman 2. And I just feel bad because I really did enjoy the first one. And I think Jason Momoa is just awesome, guys. But I don't know. I need some time, man. I just need some time. Now, this is not about Aquaman and me venting about how she doesn't deserve the gift. I mean, we all know that, nobody wants to see her in that movie. But it just goes to show, like, if I can't watch something that came out damn near 15 years ago, I'm not going to enjoy, something new happening with her in it. You know what I mean? It just sucks because I want to support the movie, but I just can't support her, dog. I just can't. I just can't. Now, as for Drive Angry, the film goes, okay? Being it's a relic of the 3D gimmicks of the past, all right? The movie is just stupid fun, but mostly stupid. I'm feeling a good 5 out of 10. But it's good background noise, though. So that's my review on Drive Angry. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. Did you guys ever get a chance to see Drive Angry? If you did, let me know in the comments. Do you guys feel the same way I feel about seeing Amber Turd show her face in a film after all these years? You guys let me know. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you love this video, hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Okay? Peace.
My dog stepped on a bee.